Hello guys, welcome to YouTube channel for Manians. In today's video, we are going to compare Oppo Reno 11 Pro versus the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. So guys, this is the fusion white color versus the pearl white color. So guys, first of all, let's start off from the display. 68 billion color reproduction on the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus versus just 1 billion color reproduction on the Oppo Reno 11 Pro. The next thing is the peak brightness. 1800 nits of peak brightness on the Redmi versus just 950 nits of peak brightness on the Oppo Reno 11 Pro. And the next thing is regarding the 1.5K resolution on the Redmi versus just a normal Full HD on the Oppo Reno 11. 446 ppi on the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus versus just 394 ppi on the Oppo Reno 11 Pro. And Corning Gorillaz Victus on the Redmi versus Asahi AGC protection on the Oppo. Check the display settings. So starting off, we have getting a color scheme over here, and the vivid is the maximum saturated one, and over here we have screen color mode. And I would say it is default by vivid, but actually I would say the brilliant looks, the colors really saturated if you can compare these two of them. So I would put it on brilliant. And apart from that, we have an eye comfort shield mode is there, and then a reading mode on the Redmi versus the eye comfort mode. And apart from that, we have three major options. One is image sharpen to enhance the quality of the images and videos, which is low quality, and then we video color boost, which enhances with the help of EI the colors. And then we have bright HDR video. When you're playing video, the HDR videos actually it can increase the brightness. Refresh rate by default it would be on this default recommended mode, but actually I need to switch to 120 Hz for the maximum refresh rate. And in the same with this guy, it is also on auto select. If you think that at any moment it is not on 120, then you can just forcefully turn it to high for the 120 Hz of refresh rate. So let me turn off the auto brightness and turn the brightness to full, and same thing on the Redmi. Turn off the brightness. This is the Oppo Reno 11 Pro, and this is the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. And at a glance, you can notice the brightness level of the Redmi is slightly better than that of Oppo. And apart from that, if you look at these two areas, you can see a bit more vibrant is this guy, a bit more. And in this scenario, it feels almost fine. And you can see the brightness levels is slightly higher if you compare with the Oppo over here. And yeah, this two scenarios feel same. Next is the audio experience, and if you're Oppo fans, you would be get disappointed. Let's start off from the Redmi.
Down the street with your red lips and funky beat, you better hold your head up to the sky. I wanna roll with you till the day I die.
Okay, now Oppo.
Swagger down the street.
Just a mono speaker at 39,999.
I'll roll with you till the day I die. Swing those hips around.
Redmi.
Swing those hips around.
So to be frank, I would say that the audio experience is just average on the Oppo Reno 11 Pro. Reasons. First reason is obviously the stereo effect was completely missing. So actually it loses the beauty of the music. And the next thing is the volume was a bit low if you compare with the Redmi. And the third thing is the quality of the audio was missing on the 11 Pro. And the fourth thing is Dolby Atmos on this guy, and this does not support Dolby Atmos. With these three, approximately I could tell you around that approximately by 8% the Redmi is better in terms of speakers. There is a Chinese variant also. The Chinese variant is way better than this guy because it have a 1.5K resolution instead of this normal Full HD resolution. And the next thing is it have more ppi, and instead of this 950 nits of peak brightness, it have 1600 nits of peak brightness. I hope the Chinese variant comes to India. The processor Dimensity 7200 Ultra versus Dimensity 8200. It's a bit better on the Oppo Reno 11 Pro. Again, if you look at Chinese variant, it do have Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. But I don't know why they treat Indian customers like this. If the Chinese variant had come to India, then the two major cons of this device, especially the display as well as the processor, would be cleared, and it would be a really aggressive price. Till now, we are telling cons of this Oppo Reno 11 Pro, and it's time for the payback. Yes, they have compromised. Yes, Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus with 200MP main camera versus 50MP main camera. Then it had an average 8MP ultra wide, and same with this guy also an 8MP ultra wide, and then a useless 2MP macro over here versus 32MP telephoto camera, which takes stunning portraits. at 2x. Even though both can take 4K 30 fps, but if you turn on the stabilization, this would be at 1080p at 60 fps with the stabilization, versus this would be at 1080p at 30 fps with the stabilization. Now regarding the front camera, just a 16 MP front camera, and the front camera does not have stabilization as well as 4K support. But this guy, yes, 4K is available for this guy, 4K 30 fps. Along with that, it had a stabilization on 1080p at 30 fps even for the front camera. Is the photo 0.6x ultra wide is available on both of them, and then 1x, 2x, and 4x, 1x, 2x, and 5x, and maximum we can zoom up to 20x over here, versus you can zoom up to just 10x on the Redmi. And next is the portrait, and here is the first advantage for the Oppo, that is getting dedicated 2x telephoto over here, versus it's just using the bokeh only, and the same thing can be done also over here too. So that's a bit advantage for the Oppo. And apart from that, we have the same type of filters and effects. You can see beautify and filter modes is available for both of them. You can see retouch. Okay, and next we can see the night mode, and over here we can see the night mode, high resolution mode. High resolution mode is same as the 200MP mode on the Redmi, versus 50MP mode would be over here. Okay, and then we have the dual view, that means front and back at the same time can be recorded, so that's really good. And apart from that, we have the text scan option is available, panoramic mode. Okay, and on the Redmi we have the Pro mode, panorama mode, short film mode, slow motion, time lapse, a watermark, and the long exposure mode is there. And in videos, you can see you can record with the stabilization, you can record only 1080p at 30 fps, and if you turn off the stabilization, then you can go up to 4K at 30 fps. Okay, and the next thing is on the Reno. So you can see the maximum is 4K 30, and if you turn on the stabilization, still you can record 1080p at 60 fps. But over here, if you turn on, it will be only recorded at 1080p at 30 fps on the Redmi. 1080p at 60 fps is only available on the Redmi, versus 4K 30 fps is available with stabilization. You can record 1080p at 30 fps. Where this guy only can record 1080p, no 4K is available for the Redmi. 5000 mAh of battery versus 4600 mAh, and 80 watt of adapter on the Reno 11 Pro versus 120 watt adapter on the Redmi. Fingerprint scan on face recognition, so it's locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked. Rapid touch works perfectly fine with the face recognition, so it's locked, unlocked. You can see, so rapid fast. Again, it's locked, unlocked, perfect. And now it's time for the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. So I'm going rapid touch, 3, 2, and go. Once again locked, perfect. Once again 3, 2, and go. So perfectly working. Next is the face recognition. So it's locked, unlocked, once again locked, unlocked, works perfectly fine. Anyway, ColorOS 14 based on Android 14 is here, and on this guy it is just Android 13 and it's running on MUI 14. But soon the HyperOS is coming to this guy. But at this current standard, I should say that the HyperOS should come within the box for this guy. Luckily, this is getting Android 14 out of the box. Which is best? If you are into cameras, I would say yes, this is a bit better option. But because of the pricing, actually the pricing is 8,000 rupees. Which is best? According to the pricing, I would definitely say that the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus is best. But if you are into the cameras, really into cameras, then I would say the front camera along with the portrait camera is really good on this guy. And along with that, because of stabilization and the 4K support on the front camera, this is good. But apart from that, if you are need a bit better display, bit better speakers, then you can obviously go with this guy. If I was the one, because of the value for money, I would prefer the Redmi Note 30 Pro Plus.